Hello guy, uh, we are right now editing a video on our website, which is www.falindog.com. This video will show you step by step how to fill the affidavit of support. But the following video, this video that you are watching, uh, the goal is to find out if you have enough resource, enough money to fill the affidavit of support by yourself, or if you will need help from person in your household size, uh, or also if you will need another sponsor that don't need to be in your household size, since the sponsor can be a friend, the sponsor can be a family member. So we're gonna help you find out first if you can fill the affidavit of support by yourself without any help, so with just your resource, or if you what you can do else. So the first step, is to find out if you can do it by yourself. And that's the goal of this video. Okay, let's see. Okay guys, our reference gonna be this table. They call it poverty guidelines for affidavit of support. This is gonna be our table to find out if we have enough money to sponsor an immigrant. That's in before filling the form, we should find out if we have enough resource to do that. This table gonna be our guideline. They call it poverty guideline for affidavit of support, and the form is I-64P. You can Google it. Go on Google and type form I-864 or time poverty guideline. But be sure since the year also. Okay, so this is for 2013. That's the most recent. Be sure that's the most recent poverty guideline. This is gonna be our table to find out if we have enough money. So what we see on the left, we see there is household size. Okay, and we start with 2. Why it can be 1? Why the household size cannot be 1? Okay, even though you don't have any dependent, you living by yourself, and let's say you sponsoring one family member, it's gonna be 2 because it's gonna be you also. You are in the household size, and the immigrant that you sponsor is gonna be counted. So that you cannot have 1. So you also counted. So the minimum should be you and the immigrant that you sponsoring. That should be 2. Let's say the minimum household size of 2, you and 1 immigrant. So if the household size is 2, you will need 90,287. Your total income for the year. Okay, you will find that on your tax return. Okay, your total income for all the year should be 90,387. It should be that or above. If it is under this money, that means you don't have enough money. You will need other, you will use other way. There is other way. You can use asset, we will talk about it. You can use people in your household size, and you can use sponsor. So you don't have to worry. There is a way to solve this problem. But first of all, be sure, let's see, your household size is 2. That means only you, 1 immigrant. So you have to have like 90,287. The middle is only if you are a U.S. Armed Force. So if you are a U.S. Armed Force, so it's gonna be 15,510. Okay, so let's understand. Also, as 2, we say you and 1 immigrant, but let's understand also. Let's say it's only you and 1 immigrant that you want to sponsor, but if in your tax return there is a dependent or 1 or 2 dependent, you have to count it also. That's really important for the household size. The household size is you, number of immigrant that you are sponsoring. and number of person on your number of dependent in your tax return. Okay, let me make it clear. You, number of immigrant you are sponsoring. Let's say if you're sponsoring 2 immigrants, you have to count them. You're gonna count also, let's say, your tax return. Okay, check it out. If you have number 3 dependent, you have to count the number of dependent. Let's say if you file with your wife, okay, you have 2 kids on your tax return. It's gonna be your wife and those 2 kids and you. It's gonna be 4. And let's say you are sponsoring your mother, your grandparent. Let's say you are sponsoring your grandparent, any grandparent. Let's say your father, you're sponsoring your father. But on your tax return you have 2 kids. You have your wife, and you. That's 4. And you want to sponsor your grandparent. Let's say you want to sponsor only your father. So your household size gonna be 5. You see, you, your wife, 2 kids. That's 4. And the immigrant. Let's say it's only your father. It's gonna be 5. Understand? Household size is you, number of person, eh, on your tax return, the number of dependent on your tax return, plus number of immigrant. That give your household size. And on your right, that's the income. Check out if you have these and like gross income. If you have it, no problem. You can fill the form with. You don't need to add any asset, any other people on any other income of people in your household size. You don't need any sponsor. You fine. You're just gonna fill the form. Okay. If you have this, let's say you don't have it. If you don't have it, we're gonna find out what you can do if you don't have enough money. Okay, if the total your total income is not equal to this number of above, what you can do, let's find out. Okay guys, now you find out that your income is not enough. Okay, after uh, on the table of the poverty guideline, you find out that your total income, your gross income, is not enough. So uh, you can try to use income of people in your house. Okay, so you can add income of people in your house, but not every people. This person should be a dependent, since your household size is people that are listed on your tax return and immigrant. So even though you got let's say a border in your household size, if this border is not a dependent, this border was not listed on your tax return, you cannot use his income. Okay, you can use income only of people that was counted in your household size. Also, you can use income of the immigrant also. That means if the immigrant have some stock, I don't know, real estate, and the immigrant can prove that he or she still gonna have those income when immigrate to United States, you can use income of this immigrant. Okay, so let's see. That means your current individual income gonna be on part 6 line 5. You're gonna put it here. Okay, but after that you can add income of person in your household size. Let's say if your son is living with you, your son is working, you put the name of your son, the relationship son, and you put the current income. Okay, let's say you have your a parent that is living with you and he is working. It was on your household size. That means on your tax return. Okay, you put in them the relationship and income. Okay, you can add if you have 3 dependent and they are working, you can just add their income, and 10 gonna be your current annual household size income. You see, 10. We are in part 6. Okay, we are in part 6. Sponsor income employment. 10. The number 10 gonna be the total. Okay, so if you don't have any dependent, anyone in your household size that you can add your income, you're just gonna let this blank, and then still 10 gonna equal to 5. Okay, but understand also, if you use income of people in your household size, those person will need to fill another form. They call it I-864A. Anyone in your household size that want to let you use their income, You can just add the income, the relationship, but they will need to fill another form. They call it I-864A. But only, let's say, if the immigrant, the person that you are sponsoring, also have some income. I don't know what it is. Let's say this person have a stock and dividend on the stock. You have real estate, whatever the income, and this person can still prove when he will come to United States, he's still gonna have the same income. You can use also the income of the immigrant, because the immigrant is also in your household size. But what's good about the immigrant don't need to fill the form I-64A. So you just can put his name and an income, and this immigrant doesn't need to form any other form like the form I-64A. Okay, that's another way to help you out. Okay, now let's say you don't have anyone in your household size that have income, and you don't have any, so you're gonna use your asset. Okay, let's try your asset. Don't worry, we have another way. We're gonna see what you can do with your asset.
Okay, guy. Uh, we are now in part 7, use of asset to supplemental income. So part 7 is optional. You don't have to do it if your income is enough. So let's say your gross income is low, that means your gross income is below the poverty guideline, and then a member in your household size, either they don't have income, or when you add the income, the total income still below the poverty guideline. So what you can do now is use your asset and asset of member in your household size. So you're gonna put what you have in your saving account or checking account, money you have. This can be proved with a statement. You will enter a cash value of any real estate. Let's say you have a house. You can, but understand, if you have a house, you're gonna have to need an appraiser. You just can't say that my house is 100,000 and that's it. No, you're gonna have to give proof. It's not easy. So here's what they say. So if you have a house, you have to get proof. Prove that the value of this house. Okay, so you complete the part 7 to meet the income requirement. Okay, and then only asset that can be converted into cash within 1 year. Okay, if the asset is difficult to convert it in cash without considerable hardship or financial loss to the owner, maybe you cannot include this asset. Okay, you have to give proof. You have to give proof of ownership. You may, like we said, you may include the value of your home as an asset. The net value of the home is the appraised value of the home. Okay, that means the appraised value of the home minus any or loan secured by mortgage, trust deed, or the line on the home. You see, it's really difficult for the home. That means if there is other people that have interest in the home, also you have to consider also those people that have interest in the home, and the net value of your home you have to consider. If you wish to include the net value of your home, you must include documentations demonstrating that you own it, recent appraisal by a licensed appraiser, evidence of any or loan secured by mortgage, trust deed. You see, using your home, it's that means a lot of stuff. You have to have a licensed appraiser. I don't like doing it, but if you don't have no choice, you may use your home. Okay, but you have to spend money to appraise it and give a lot of documentations. Okay, so that means it's not easy to use your home. You have to give a lot of documentations. Other asset that you may use also your car, but if you have only one car, you cannot use it. At least you have to have like 2 cars. Okay, you may include net cash of an automobile unless you show that you have more than one automobile, and at least one automobile is not included as asset. Okay, So if you have only one automobile, you cannot. You have to have two car, and the second hand can be used as asset. Okay. Also, you may also use asset of member in your household size. That means to use asset of a relative. That means understand asset of person that was in your household size. Let's say if your spouse or any adult son, parent that was in your household size, the relative must reside with you and have completed the form like we say, the form I-864. Okay, this person must fill the form I-864 also. So you may use their asset also, but you may also use the asset of the intended immigrant. So anyone that is in your household size, you can use the asset. But there is another difficulty. You know what is it? That means the total value of all those assets should be 5 times the difference. 5 times the difference. Let's see an example what they mean. This is an example. If you are petitioning, you are petitioning for a parent, and the poverty guideline for the household size it's 20,062. That's just an example. Let's say that means your gross income should be $22,060 to be qualified. You don't have this sum. That means your gross income is below this value because your current income is 80,062. You see? So that's your current income. It's below. The difference gonna be what? The difference gonna be 5,000. That means you need 5,000 to get this level. You don't have it. So some people may think I just have to have asset that got the value of 5,000. You wrong. Even though you can give proof, even though let's say you have in your checking account 5,000, so you know you are safe. No, they say it's not enough. It should be 5 times. That means you need 5 times 4,000 is 20,000. So the total value in this situation, you see this example, this is just an example. We make the difference between the required level and the income that you got. The difference is 4,000. So the total value of your asset should be 5 times 4,000. That means 20,000. So all the asset combined, your asset and asset of people in your household size, you understand, for the asset you have to give proof of ownership. Okay, you just can't say my car is 10,000. You have to give proof of ownership with all those. So that should be 5,000, the difference that you have relative to the poverty guideline. So using asset is not really easy stuff. So if you have to do it, you can, but it's not easy stuff. The other way is to just give up any member in your household size, any asset. You just gonna ask a friend, just ask a friend to sponsor you. That means you still gonna fill the form, but another friend gonna fill another form, another affidavit. So they call it sponsor. Okay, let's talk about this last option, which is easier. Let's say you fill the form and your gross income is below the poverty guideline. Okay, that's fine. You still gonna fill the form. You already there, and you contact a friend or another family member that is not in your household size. And if this person, understand, this person should be a resident or a citizen. If this person work more than you, that means the gross income of this person is more than you. Also understand, also for this person is gonna fill the form like you. That means they're gonna count the household size of this person also. After considering the household size of this person, that means this person, a person listed on his tax return and the immigrant, and if it meet the requirement, so he gonna help you. He's gonna fill the form also. You're gonna fill the form, he's gonna fill also, but he's gonna fill the form like a sponsor. Let me show you this form. Let me show you the top. You see, that means when you are filling the form, you are filling the form like a petitioner. Okay, if your income is not enough, another person gonna fill the form, but this person gonna fill the form I am the only let me see, I am the only joint sponsor. or only joint sponsor. That means this person gonna click here because he's the sponsor. This person gonna fill all those parts the same like you. Is this person gonna count the number of his household size, and if gross income is, after considering the household size of this person, a friend, it can be a friend, it can be any member of your family. This person don't need to be in your household size, don't need to be, it just can be a friend. And if his gross income is above the poverty guideline after counting his household size, you can use this person, and you're just gonna have two affidavit of support, one filled by you, one by the sponsor, and you fine. Okay, no problem. I think for me, I think the best thing, I'm pretty sure you can find one of your friends that is making a lot of money, not that's making more money than you, okay? And then this person also understand, if this person have a lot of kids in his tax income, that's gonna be a trouble. You know, when you have a lot of dependent on your tax return, that means your household size gonna be bigger. Even though you are working, you're making like 30,000, you know, still your household size. Let's understand. The gross income is up to your household size. I understand. Even though, let's say, even though you are making like even though, let's say, you're making 45,000 a year, but if your household size is 8, that means you have a lot of person in your tax return. Let's say you have, I don't know, 8 kids. It's just an example, eh? Let's say you have 7 kids and your wife, and plus you, that means your household size is more than 8. And then even though you have 45,000 a year, you still gonna get the result. So the gross income is up to the person household size, you know. The other person, a fund that would help you, you have to count number of person in his tax return, and number of immigrant. If you meet the requirement, you find. That means you're just gonna fill this form. You're gonna fill it as a petitioner here, and this person gonna fill it like a joint sponsor, okay? And you'll find. Let's say there is a third situation. You can have up to 2 sponsors. But understand, when you have 2 sponsors, what happen? One gonna fill the let's say if you have 2 sponsors, mainly in the case like you have, let's say you have 4 immigrants, 1 principal. That means one sponsor can choose to fill to sponsor the principal immigrant, and the other sponsor gonna fill the other family member. But I think the best situation, 5 friends that have enough money, okay, and you're gonna fill another affidavit of support like I'm the only joint sponsor, and you find for this problem of money. Okay, the objective of this video is to help you find out if you can fill it the affidavit of support by yourself, or if you gonna need help, like income of people in your household size, you can add them. Asset of people, may understand, for asset you have to give proof of ownership, appraiser for a house. You're gonna hire, you know, an appraiser of the house. That means it's really tough. If you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, so I give you every situations for the problem of money. Okay, now I'm working on one website where I will work with you step by step. That means I will be filling the form. You will see it step by step. I'm gonna fill the form with you, and then also I'm gonna provide you information what document you will include. Understand, this video is not enough, because that example for a sponsor, the sponsor need to be a resident or a citizen. There is a lot of information also for this form. So if you want every detail, I'm working also on the video on my website www.finalizing.com, and I will walk with you step by step, fill the form, give you any detail, where to send it, where to send the form, what document you will need, okay, everything. Okay, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you.